So here we go again. We are spending another Friday night driving out to the Carmanah Valley. We need to find this tallest tree, and we want an early start tomorrow. We were not planning on making another trip this year, but there was a fellow YouTuber contacted me, Reg, a like-minded individual as it seems. And he's made a couple attempts and lost a drone doing so, trying to find this tree. Anyways, he invited me to us for another attempt, a third mutual attempt. Him and his friends here. Oh, did I say they're arborists? For a nice fresh perspective.
I'm going for too long.
So we're just getting ready here in the morning, and Reg is telling us about his experience yesterday. He came down a day early, and he hiked by himself to the spot in the river where they got stuck last time. Just wanted to see if it was passable, and he's saying that it's not passable. He's saying that there's no way through. The water level's way too high, and there's no way through this spot. He also said that he tried to make it around, but he ended up slipping, and luckily he was wearing a helmet. And also he got stuck at nighttime in the bush, so he had to hike back in the dark.
Holy Christ, guys.
Okay, so we're right here in the cut block. These guys are talking about hiking directly towards the tree. They want to make it just upstream of where they keep getting stuck when they walk along the river. But then they're talking about rappelling down the cliff. And here's the thing, Elaine and I have never done any kind of rappelling or rope climbing of any type. They would probably laugh if they saw the little rope we bring. So we're debating on either heading up this old spur road, which goes upstream, and then we think we can pass there, then we can head down the east bank to kind of where we were in our last video. We're thinking we can get down there somewhere because the original old trail went down there somewhere, but we're actually gonna head with these guys, and then we can just when they want to do their crazy cliff rappelling, we'll just split up with them and either head north, trying to find a spot to get down these cliffs, or actually more likely we'll probably head south, and then so we can get to that east bank where we think we can get down. So here we go. Huh?
And now what?
But they're just a bit of a pain in the ass.
How hard is it to learn if you've never done anything like that?
You probably should go.
Not that hard.
He taught me in the backyard on like a tree, and I didn't think it was terrible, and I'm not a climber at
Okay.
all. Like, at all.
All right, so we made it to the top of the cliff, and you know what? We're actually thinking of going down. It doesn't look too bad, and as it turns out, Scott here, I think he was saying that he teaches emergency retrieval or rescue to firefighters, emergency responders, or something like that. And he's explaining the ropes here. So actually, he climbs down and then back up to see how bad it is, and he says, you know, it's not so bad. We can probably make it, and off we go.
What I'm trying to do is jimmy this. Just not the word you want to hear.
No, but I'm bringing this.
So what you want to make sure is your truss sets.
Okay.
See how it sets, but if it's sloppy, what I would say, Katie,
Yeah.
is grab below it when you're making a move.
Okay, that makes sense.
Don't keep your hand there, because if you slip, you're going to grab. Your lizard brain is just going to make you grab the rope, and you could mind that trussix, which means you'll keep slipping. Yeah, you can use it as a third. The rope between you and...
I can go now.
Just wait till she gets out of the sight there, in case a rock rolls on her. Wonder if that's a tree of interest.
This is where...
So we make it down the cliff there and make it to the river. which is actually further than Elaine and I have ever made it before. But then Scott's telling us that they've made it here before, and this is the spot where they keep getting stuck because they can't pass the river here. It's too steep around these cliffs. So we were hoping that when we went down, we would actually drop upstream of these cliffs, so we wouldn't have to deal with them. But now I don't think there's enough time to make it back up and then go upstream to a spot we can make it back down. So I don't know, this might be it. Alright, so there's something I don't really understand. There's actually 3 possible locations for this tree. Big Tree Register says it's right here. Some website called Biovac or something lists it as right here. And an old map of Carmanah we have shows it's right here. Alright, so we are right here now. And I kind of flew the drone around this area to check it out. And on our first video, we made it to here. And then we flew the drone around this area. And on our last video, we made it to the east side of the bank right here, and then flew the drone around this area. And Reg and his crew made it up from the ocean and checked out all this kind of area here. And we're not really finding much, and it seems like this tree is proving to be a bigger and bigger challenge as it goes.
Oh.
Explorer 200, Explorer 400, next time for sure. For
Right?
sure.
Yeah, we got one
For
of those
sure.
big, the double-seater ones. And
Oh yeah?
not too heavy, but yeah.
What's it called?
So we're just talking here about another possible attempt where we can take like a little blow-up raft dinghy thing, then we can blow it up and pass through the canyon there.
Piece of cake.
Scott here is heading to go try to find Reg's drone by the cliff. And I guess I'll head downstream. I'm going to check some of these tree bases to make sure we can cross them off our list. It's not this one. Oh my God, is this it? Woo! Woo! Oh my God, this is it! I found it. I found the tree, oh my God. I can't wait to tell them. Oh, woo! So I'm going to try to use the drone to get a rough height on this tree. You'll see the current height listed right here, and where the drone takes off, it starts at 0. So, and I probably started about 2 or 3 meters below the base of the tree where the tree originally germinated. So yeah, this is the tallest known tree in Canada. Last measured in 1990, and it measured at 96 meters or 315 feet, and that was almost 30 years ago. And I thought it was the tallest Sitka Spruce tree in the world, but recently I've learned of a tree down in California called Raven's Tower, and that's 96.7 meters. So it's actually 2 feet taller than this tree. Unless maybe this one's grown in the last 29 years. So the drone right here is at 96 meters above where it took off. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but I think the drone is definitely kind of lower than the treetop here. So here, I'm at just under 105 meters, and the camera's angled partially downward. The drone's higher than the treetop here. It's kind of hard to say by how much though. Actually, it looks like the top has some green on it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little taller now, taller than 96 meters. I'd love to know for sure how tall it was. Maybe come out here sometime, find the actual point of germination, then measure it using that trigonometry method from a few different angles. Or maybe I should just kind of let go of this tree and kind of move on to the next thing. I'm actually surprised we found it this trip. We thought it was on the other side of the canyon, so I used most of my drone batteries and time over there. Oh, and we found Reg's drone that he lost also. He crashed into these cliffs. So this was definitely a successful trip and a beautiful, rugged, untouched area. We had great hiking companions that we met today. We definitely couldn't have made it down that cliff without them. So now we can leave this tree behind us and maybe try to find something else to get mildly obsessed about.